Should you choose mediation over litigation in resolving dispute? One of the reasons why you should choose mediation in resolving dispute is mediation is faster. It's a faster dispute resolution method. Lawsuits can take months, even years, while mediation can resolve disputes in a matter of weeks, days. Mind you, mediation also is not only about a complete dispute resolution, but while it's faster, sometimes parties might not resolve, but they feel that they've been heard. They feel that they've been given opportunity to express themselves, even when they don't finally come to final resolution. But bear in mind, it's faster. It makes people speak their mind. And another reason why you should choose mediation over litigation is confidentiality. Unlike in courts, which are public records, therefore public records, mediation is private, ensuring sensitivity matters remain undisclosed. It's very confidential. No party other than the mediator and the both parties in dispute know what happened in the mediation process. I was in a seminar where a mediator said, that's mediator from the UK. I was in a seminar. He said sometimes parties, when mediation fail and maybe they go to, maybe it's a work dispute, maybe they couldn't resolve with mediation, and they try to bring up what have happened in the mediation, maybe in the tribunal. Sometimes the judge will never allow that. It's not admissible in court. Whatever that has been said in mediation, it's never admissible in court or in any tribunal. You can't bring it up because it's confidential. Why you should choose mediation over litigation is more control. You have more control over your matter. In mediation, both parties have to say what is the outcome, to determine what the outcome will be. Whereas in litigation, a judge or jury makes the final decision. But in mediation, it's not like that. The mediator never making the final decision for both parties that are in dispute. The only thing the mediator does is to guide both parties, to facilitate communication between both parties. So the party can decide to pull out. I don't want to use it again. I don't want to continue again. But in court process, it's not like that. The judge makes the final decision. But in mediation, the both parties decide how they're going to resolve the dispute. This is what we're agreeing on. And when they finally agree, the mediator put it into writing, an agreement. They mediate an agreement and they sign. This is what we have agreed. This is how we want to settle. So you have more control. You have more control over your dispute, how you want it to be resolved, not somebody deciding for you in the court. Another reason why you should choose mediation over litigation is to preserve relationship. Mediation promotes communication, cooperation, making it ideal for family dispute, business dispute, workplace dispute, etc. Why maintaining relationship is very important. You cannot have a permanent enemy in the business world. You can disagree. You can have dispute because we are humans. We interact with each other. So dispute is inevitable. It's likely to occur because of our dealings with other human beings and the way they behave and reasons. So when dispute occurs, we use mediation. Because in the business world, you cannot say because you have a dispute with in a family, then you can be able to, depending on the disputes, rather. We agree to disagree. That's what mediation is all about. We agree, we disagree, we agree. Because of our interactions in the world, especially in the business world, you can have a permanent enemy. You need to do business. Even while you have a dispute, you need to resolve it. So it preserves relationship. And mediation, another reason you should choose mediation over litigation is less stressful. The informal and the collaborative nature of mediation reduces the emotional strain and hostility associated with courtroom battles. You are doing examination, a lot of things, adjournment, this and this. It's less stressful because in court you are not in charge. It's just the lawyer, the judge, they are the ones speaking on your behalf. But in mediation, it's less stressful. Not too much stress. Even when emotions are high, the mediator knows how to calm people down, take a break. But the court is always, they're always like in a haste. But in mediation, you take your time. You take your time. That's why mediation can go for hours, because emotions need to calm down. People need to speak up. So it's less stressful. Choose mediation over litigation, because mediation, there's a flexibility in it. Mediation allows you to be creative. It customizes your solutions that the court might not be able to offer you. In mediation, there is a higher compliance rate for the agreement, because there's the both party in mediation that have determined their outcome. Whatever the mediator writes as an agreement for the resolution was being determined by both parties. So there is higher compliance because we agree. I'm in dispute with you, and this is what we finally agreed, that this is how it's going to work. For example, I'm owing you money, and you bring the matter to mediation, and finally in the mediation process, I decide to tell you this is when I'm paying. Give me time. I will pay so amount daily, weekly, monthly, and they put it into agreements. There is higher compliance there. Since the agreement in mediation are mutually agreed upon, parties are more likely to comply voluntarily rather than being forced by a court order. So mediation is very beautiful thing to explore. Mediation is faster, is cost effective. Mediation is unique. You can say you have a dispute, but there is a way to resolve it. You determine what happened. It's just that the mediator have to be in control of the mediation process. We know there are challenges with mediation in power imbalance. People are willing to participate, but when you use mediation, I remember when I was doing my internship in mediation, Citizen Mediation Center, there are some barristers that they've been given a power of attorney to come and represent maybe their client in the mediation. When they come at first, maybe they've not used mediation. They feel overwhelmed. What are we doing here? Well, I can go to the court and win some cases. But by the first, especially in tenancy dispute and all the dispute family, when they use mediation, it was like, oh, this is how it is. They even start educating their parties, their clients. We can go use mediation again, it's faster. If we can get this dispute resolved in one day, why not? It's just that something you've not tried before, you tend to have doubt about it. In every level, dispute occurs individually within yourself. You have intrapersonal conflict, and let alone living with someone or dealing with people. Dispute occurs because of our own differences in behavior, belief system. So we are humans. So we can continue to live with grievance and be in dispute forever. There's a way we can go about this using mediation to talk about it. Mediation, it gives you the room to pour out whatever that is in your mind. You speak out. Because dispute is meant, you can put it in you. You have to speak it out. It gives you the time to speak out. This is how I've been hurt. This is how I want to move forward. But the court can't give you all this time to talk. They give you limited time. They call your case. Yes, present. The lawyer present. Today is for cross-examination. Today is for this, that. But in mediation, you can speak for hours just to feel that you've been heard. There are some people, when they come to mediation, they just feel like, I have spoken what is in my mind. This is how I've been hurt, but I've been given the time to speak out. So mediation is worth exploring. It's worth exploring to use in resolving dispute. So mediation is a powerful tool, and it has come to stay. Try using mediation today, and you will know the difference between litigation and mediation.